trained as an art historian in Madrid, and then I went to the UK to the University of Durham to do my PhD. I specialize in the Spanish Baroque, so nothing related to contemporary art, although I do have a master's in contemporary art. And then I had a fellowship in the Museo de América in Madrid. And then I came here to the Meadows Museum with a postdoc fellowship as a Mellon Fellow. Afterwards, I got the job of curator, and here I am. So the Meadows Museum is a collection based in Dallas, and we specialize in Spanish art. So our collection spans from the 10th century to the 21st, but it's all Spanish art. Our founder, Algor Meadows, we're turning 60 this year. So our founder went to Spain in the 50s, and he fell in love with Spain and its art, and so he started collecting, and afterwards he donated the collection to Southern Methodist University in Dallas, which is because if you look at our history, the founder, Algor Meadows, when he started collecting, he bought a lot of fakes. Obviously, he didn't know about them. And so when he realized, when this scandal came up, that he had bought fakes and reproductions of paintings, especially early modern artists such as El Greco, he decided that he would not buy art unless he had a museum director with him, because he was an aficionado, he loved art, but he didn't have any art history training, and so he couldn't really spot a fake from the real thing. And after that, that was really a paradigm shift in how the collection was built. And so the first director of the museum got rid of all of the fakes and really built up the collection nearly from scratch. And so today we still have a very strong acquisition policy, and we think about these works of art that we buy as, we're small museums, so we might just buy one of each artist. So we want to make sure that whatever we buy is the best of that artist. And that is how we've come to have this amazing collection in the center of Dallas, but with very incredible pieces of Spanish art from all periods of time. In 1988, Pedro Cano had his own exhibition here in the museum, and I pulled up the catalog for you. And that is how I came to know about him and his work. Well, we had in the fall an exhibition called The Legacy of Vesuvius, and that exhibition explored the excavations of Pompeii and Herculaneum in the 18th century by the Bourbon family in Naples. Because we were going to have that exhibition, we have two galleries in the first floor of the museum where we usually exhibit works on paper or smaller pieces. And so we were wondering what we could exhibit in there that would relate to our exhibition upstairs, to our exhibition about Italy. And that is how the exhibition Spanish Artists in Italy came to be. And and though it's called the Book of Italian Doors, I have to say that they are not binded. And so we could exhibit them as independent drawings, if you will. How I selected them was based, honestly, some of them were so fun and colorful that I thought we needed to have them. Others, I selected my favorites, and then it was always a conversation with the other piece. So we thought what would complement the conceptual work the best, and then what are the best 8 doors that we have out of the 27. Although they are all very good, but the colors range from, some of them are yellow, some of them are blue, some of them are red. And so it was fun to see what worked best between each other and then with the other works in the exhibition. And I think the amazing thing about Pedro's work is that the doors are so evocative. So we know they were made in the 80s. But if you told me that is a 19th century work, I would absolutely believe that. Or if you told me somebody made that drawing yesterday, I would believe that. They are timeless works of art. When you enter the museum, you
Mhm.
encounter to both sides these rooms that I'm talking about. So we had, as you went in to the left, we had Spanish artists in Italy of the 18th and 19th centuries. And then to the right, we had the 20th and 21st centuries, which were Ignacio Belli's piece and Pedro Cano's doors. And so that little exhibition welcomed you to the museum before you went upstairs to see the main exhibition. So I think it was a way to pick the interest of our visitors and get them excited about Italy. And I think